Local leaders have launched a major effort to unite communities across all 13 Shelby County Commission districts. It happened last August, and now we're seeing the fruits. The District Connector program invites the public to join the conversation and the effort to make this a better place to live for everyone. Shelby County District Connector Program Manager Ariel Gibson Martin is joining us this morning to talk about this evening's discussion, the power of beautification. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
I mean, so let's talk about the District Connector program is an umbrella. Tonight you're talking about the beautification of our communities, but let's talk about the program as overall.
Yes, so the program is a brainchild of Commissioner Charlie Caswell, and Commissioner Wright joined on early on, and it lives in the Division of Community Services. And so the whole idea of the program is that you take 13 program coordinators in each of the 13 county commission districts, and they're really boots on the ground people finding out where does community exist, how do we connect you to resources, how do we empower you and make sure you have the tools necessary to live your best life.
All right, let's talk about some of the recent meetings that you've had and the topics and the areas so that we can get an idea of what's happening around it.
Yes, so the District Connector program exists where community exists all across Shelby County, from Millington, Arlington, Lakeland, Memphis, all the municipalities, and we talk about what residents want to talk about. So we have a community survey, and we ask them, what does the quality of life look like in your neighborhood? From there, residents say, hey, maybe it's too much trash, or maybe I just don't have access to things I need, and we talk about it. We bring an expert in to give historical context to that issue, but also, the best part, residents work on their own solutions together.
Wow, and how many meetings have you had to date?
So today we've had about 10 of these.
Oh, wow.
And we're launching 13 between now and August of this year.
What are some of the things you've seen?
Oh, I would say empowerment, just connection. Our director, Sandy Bromley, says all the time that we can heal every community if we could just connect to what we need. Connection really does bring about healing. And so you bring people together, and maybe they show up because they're used to a traditional town hall and they want to say, hey, these issues are plaguing me, I want to complain about it. They leave with a different perspective. They leave with knowledge and understanding on how to make change happen in their own neighborhood. And they leave knowing that they're not the only ones who want to see a better Memphis, a better Shelby County.
All right, let's talk about tonight.
Yes.
So it's in Douglas, and you got communication from the Douglas community. What did they say?
Overwhelmingly, over 76% of the people who took the survey said that they saw way too many potholes, too much trash, and just overall blight in their neighborhoods. Their neighborhoods just didn't feel and look like they wanted them to look.
Right, and so then what happens now?
Yeah, so we know that a well-maintained neighborhood is so much more than great grass. It brings a sense of safety, community, and neighborhood pride. And so tonight, residents are going to hear from Kenderick Harris, who is with the mayor's office, and he's going to give information on what to access, what services to access, how do we get here, and how do we move forward. And then residents get to create their own solutions on how do we clean our neighborhoods up, how do we keep them clean, and how do we stay connected to each other.
And the way that the meeting happens was interesting to me. Tell me how the community engages while they're there.
Yeah, so they sit down with each other and they're in breakout sessions and they get to meet their neighbors. I think we've really lost a sense of community and we've stopped talking to our neighbors. We pull up off of work and we go into our house and we close the door for the rest of the day.
And scroll Facebook, TikTok, Instagram.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So this gives you the opportunity to really break bread with the people who care just as much as you care about your neighborhood.
Wow, okay, so who should attend tonight?
Everybody, anybody in the Douglas area who is interested in cleaning up their neighborhoods, Valentine, North Fraser, Hyde Park, Valentine Evergreen, all of those areas, we want them to come out loud and proud and be able to engage with each other and work together on solutions on how do we beautify our neighborhoods and keep them clean. And
so when it comes to taking the surveys, I know you said there are 13 more coming. How does that go? Yeah,
so the best way to find the survey is on our website, shelbycountykn.gov/connect. We also have a dashboard on the website so residents can see how you're responding, whether it's in your zip code or your county commission district. No one knows their county commission district number, so we usually say neighborhoods as well, and you'll be able to find more information there.
So you mean it's a real-time dashboard with just information on what's going on and what people care about?
Yes, and I think the thing that surprises me most about the dashboard is we ask the question, do you feel safe in your neighborhood? And majority of respondents say yes, they do.
That's an interesting fact. All right, and so we really appreciate what you're doing. Boots on the ground, and also I mentioned, so thank you for coming. But you were the inspiration for today's question of the day. So we just heard from the District Connector program about what's going on tonight. The discussion in Douglas is going to be about curbing blight. So we know it when we see it, right? And today we're going to ask, what would it really take to have a cleaner community? And this is how you have voted. There is still time to vote, by the way. If you hover your cell phone camera over the screen, tap the yellow bar, you can vote. All right. Now, looks like tougher enforcement is what folks are saying. 58% saying tougher enforcement. In second place, neighborhood organization, and then more public awareness. That's what's happening right now. So vote, and we will have the final results before we wrap up at 10 a.m.